What's up, boss?
Hey, TheFoxBrother here once again with my buddy Kyle. And before I started this podcast, Kyle was like, "Go, go, go," and then he burped obnoxiously loud out of nowhere, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
It's true. I want
gosh.
Super Saiyan.
He went Super Saiyan through like gas explosions.
But anyway, we had an interesting topic we were just discussing. Take it away.
So like, I was like throughout or at least Kyle was throughout half of the conversation. Why aren't we recording this? And I was like, I don't know. So I'll just begin with this. In the comments below, tell us what you think about PlayStation's All-Stars Battle Royale, the game in general. Tell me not about the fact that you can have fun, but the fact or the feeling of the game. Because we have this, or at least I have this major pet peeve, and I'm sure Kyle can like back me up with this, with the feeling of the game, feeling like you're limited to the fact that you can only kill someone with these 3 specials that you're gifted.
Definitely.
And, you know, like, I was stressing, like, the fact that you're really limited to what you can do, and the fact that you can only kill someone with 3 specials, it erases all this other opportunity. Sure, you can trick them into doing a super, like, oh, hey, I'll trap this guy right here, but then you can just do a super. It's like...
It's not as strategic.
Yeah.
But it's still, like, strategic, but not as strategic.
Yeah, like, I can give a good example. Like, let's say in a fighting game, a fighting game that's, like, not really built the best way, and someone figures out this one combo, records it, everyone figures out about the combo, it goes viral pretty much, and then every single person that plays this game does that one simple combo with that one super at the end. That's kind of what it's like, you know what I mean?
It's really hard to describe because I can't just say, oh, there's no strategy involved in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. That's untrue. It really does take strategy. You really need to be precise and accurate with your supers. I do realize that.
Yeah.
And it's tough, but it all comes down to just a few attacks that you have to hit on.
Yeah.
And I know you have to build up energy and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like it's not a true fighting game. It's more like a casual fighting game.
Yeah, like...
And I know Smash Bros. Is a casual, but it can be played very competitively.
You know, there's a feeling of, like, the way that you defeat opponent in Smash Bros., it feels like, yes, I did it. I won. I kicked them out of the screen, out of sight, and they exploded for some reason. Oh,
you
God,
feel satisfied.
Yeah. And you knock them down, they explode off screen. Why did they explode off screen? Oh, gosh, I hope they were right. But then in PlayStation stuff, All-Stars Battle Royale, it's like, yeah, I guess I did it.
I have to say, I do like the characters a lot more in PlayStation All-Stars. Maybe because I'm a fanboy, but
Yeah.
I do personally like a lot of the PlayStation exclusive characters like Ratchet and Clank,
Yeah.
Kratos, Nathan Drake, just everyone is... I love them all. Sackboy.
Yeah.
And, yeah, there's a lot of cool, like, Smash Bros. Characters, but I don't know, like, what is there? Link, Marth. I can't really think of that many cool characters. And I'm probably getting a lot off topic, and a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me. But it really has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, I'm barely attached to the Nintendo characters, though I guess that kind of stresses the reason why I kind of got more attracted to Smash Bros. But then again, I have my fair share of respect for PlayStation exclusive characters like Sackboy, sometimes Ratchet and Clank, Power Up by the Rapper.
I do say, I have to admit of this, and I'm not trying to be like biased at all. I do think the PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale like movesets of the characters is more original.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And well, like rounded, really.
Yeah.
And it's more unique. And I'm sure people are going to be hating on what I'm saying right now, but I don't know, like...
I know exactly what you mean. Like, there's a lot more room for doing fun things, but in the end, it's all destroyed by the fact that you can't kill someone with that. You have to kill someone with these 3 supers. Like, you can't...
That,
like,
being
oh,
limited
hey.
like that is just...
Yeah.
annoying.
Like, you're just really limited to those 3 supers, and it's just like, it kills the whole feeling of, oh, I had this wide variety of movesets, and it's great.
I love the flow up until that.
Yeah. Like, you can probably be battling someone else, and then all of a sudden someone comes behind you and says, ooh, hey, I have some super, let me use that super on these 2 people while they're distracted. Bam, now they're gone.
Yeah.
You know
like,
what I
I
mean?
definitely love the flow of Smash Bros. A lot more. And I have to say, Smash Bros., in my opinion, is definitely better than PlayStation All-Stars.
I agree. There's just some things that, again, not really trying to be biased. There's some things that PlayStation All-Stars did that were an improvement on the whole idea of Smash Bros. Like having unique, like a whole other button to do attacks with that was universally a whole nother thing. Like, square being regular melee, triangle being like agile-based moves, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And circle being like, maliciousness moves. The fact that there's 3 buttons instead of just 2, that adds more space for a variety of attacks. Like, I did the same with my RPG recently, and I noticed that I can do like a lot of cool things with people's movesets. But, with the RPG, you can actually kill someone with that, You don't have to kill someone with a super. Like, I remember having in the RPG when I would dash to people. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you can see like a link of the RPG down in the description below, and that has an example of like what the RPG is, and I'll talk about that some other time. But getting back to that, like there's a lot more variety, like space for variety with the movesets and 3 buttons that you're gifted, and the fact that you have all that, you can do all this stuff, but you don't feel like you're progressing. There's still something in the back of your head saying, I have to save up energy for a super, and I can't kill someone with this cool move that launches someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, the enemy or your opponent will always see what you're trying to plan.
Mm-hmm.
And in Smash Bros., it's like, you really don't know what your opponent's gonna do. You really don't know what his next move is gonna be.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he has enough energy to use his number 1 super attack. Okay. I have to be very cautious now. It's like...
guess I better dodge.
Smash Bros, you have to be cautious all the time, I feel like.
Yeah, like, it's like, the one thing with party fighters that could probably be a big flaw if it were to be, using lives and such. Let's say, oh, hey, this guy has a super. Better stay in the corner and just, kind of hit people on the side. You know what I mean? Just to be cautious, because, oh, this guy has this level 1 super.
I have to give props to PlayStation All-Stars, though. Mm-hmm. I hate playing Smash Bros., and there's that one player hiding in the map.
Yeah.
Just ignoring everyone so he doesn't take damage. And my brother does this a lot. And I feel like that's the reason why he wins most of the time. Because he always tries to just avoid contact from enemies until they just kill each other, and then he joins in. And then he has like an extra life or whatnot. And in PlayStation All-Stars, the maps are really not so gigantic, so you really can't escape as much than you could in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's one thing I really enjoy about PlayStation All-Stars. Because, like, for example, the map Temple on Smash Bros., it's so tedious if someone just hides underneath the temple. You can't even like knock them off the stage.
I think that was like one of the, in the early stages of Smash Bros. Where I'm sure there's a lot of experimentation, and a lot of people can say the same thing about like what you just said there. Boss Wolfen right here. We're all playing Little Planet 2 right now. He's like, I've banned that level, and yeah, like that was something that I remember playing and like saying, well, damn, where's my other opponents? But I'm sure that will be all fixed with the new Super Smash Bros. Game, because I'm sure they're looking at PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale and seeing what they did wrong, what they did right, and kind of not really copying it, of course, but taking their idea and continuing it further with, I guess small little things that they see about that game. But like going back to PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, kind of we're striving away from Smash Bros. At the moment. There's a lot of cool variety with the moves, I can say that much. And there's like a lot you can do. Like, I don't really know it too well, and I haven't played it too much. I played the beta for one thing, but I guess I can't really say anything. But at the same time, I've seen a lot of gameplay, so I probably could.
I love the dynamic maps.
Yeah.
The maps really interact with you.
Yeah.
And it can affect you in gameplay. I really enjoy that. I would say the maps, I really enjoy the movesets in Smash and PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to the killing mechanics, it's a little iffy.
Yeah. It's really tedious. It's just... it's really tedious. You don't get the same feeling when you actually kill the player. Like, me, myself, I'm pretty chill about getting killed and, losing and such. I'm pretty chill about that. But the fact that when I win, I know for a fact that I would feel bad, because it doesn't feel right when all you did was super and they're expecting that. But then again, I still hit them with my super, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't feel the same when you kill someone with a cool little trick that you did. Like, I can say, I know this isn't really like a good comparison, since Skullgirls is an actual fighting game, and PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale is like a casual game. But in
Same
Skullgirls,
as Smash Bros.
Yeah, I guess so. But in Skullgirls, there's a lot of opportunity for mixing up players, since, well, the one thing, we can do cross-ups and mix-ups and all that good stuff. It feels great to have tricked the mind of your player. You know what I mean? Not to say oh,
you
hey,
feel accomplished.
Yeah, oh, they're not expecting this one. Let me stop this and then do something else, because I'm sure they're gonna think that I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do this instead. Yes, and then it works, and you're sometimes it may not work, but that makes it more the feeling of, ooh, man, he predicted my moves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels great, but then in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, when you have a super, yeah, I have a super, they know that I'm gonna do that. They're watching my heads-up display. They see that I have 1 bar of super. It just doesn't feel right.
It's the unexpected is what games need.
Yeah. You know what? I was about to say this before, but we can even take this to, reality. Let's say you're sparring someone. You can't always really just, ooh, I'm going to use this one punch, and expect to win. Because, of course, the mind of the opponent is saying, he's probably going to punch a bunch of times with his left arm, or something. But if you, ooh, I'm going to do a little, side swift reversal, and then kick him in the back. Ooh, they weren't expecting that. But then when they predicted, ooh, they predicted my moves. Ooh, better do something else. Oh, snap. Better kind of slide under them, and then do a little something. That's me and Jesse and spar a lot, so that's kind of what we do. You know, like he has a lot of cool moves that he can show. I have a lot of cool moves that I can show. Like my fighting style is very inspired by breakdancing. I used to breakdance a lot, and like I do moves that involve me kind of balancing myself on one hand as I like slide on the ground, sweeping my feet. Yeah. This is what I do sometimes. Like, you know, I would kind of slide, then quickly get back up, kind of try to do like a little front flip roll of some sort to kind of like smash the opponent down with an overhead. It feels great. Yeah, that's kind of one. That's my little rant of PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale, though. Has great variety with movesets. Terrible killing mechanic. It's
good maps.
Feel right. Great maps, yes. I'll give it that. It has great, unique, good-looking maps that can be really interactive, and I love it. I love how. And I like
how they tried to come up with a new idea, original idea. And they didn't try to go the route of just trying to copy Smash Bros.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
They tried something different.
Yeah.
And it might have been able to turn out better, but as of now, I feel like it's a great game. But I don't feel like it's better than Smash Bros. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Overall.
And if anything, I don't feel like it deserves any kind of like hype tournaments or anything. I don't feel like it deserves that at all.
Like, I enjoy playing it casually, but it's that kind of game that I can't play competitively. It's that thing that's like, you can't really control, like, sometimes, I don't know, like, you can't really control certain situations, and, you know what I mean?
Yeah. In all, like, you know, there's some things that are, like, really wonky about the game, I'm sure. Just with the killing mechanic, really, but, like, there's... I was about to say something, but I kind of forgot. Like... can you repeat what you said? It's on my mind, but I kind of completely forgot what I was about to say.
It's alright.
You were talking about, like, the feeling, like, the way that it's, like, you know, it could improve and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, again, it's a great new idea. I'll give it props for coming up with something new, and, you know, that's what game designing is all about, you know, experimenting, seeing what works, what doesn't, you know, if it works in the next game, maybe, you know, don't fix what isn't broken, you know, like, just, you know, go with that, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Take a stab at it.
Yeah. Take a stab at it. I can't really yell, it's like 1 o'clock a.m. But yeah, it's my little rant about PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Not to really, like, get anyone to hate me, because honestly, I'm trying to be a game designer, but, like, you know, there's a lot of things that work, some things don't work, and the killing mechanic is just one thing that doesn't work for All-Stars.
Learn from people's mistakes, but more importantly, learn from your own mistakes as well.
Yeah.
Really just kind of observe your surroundings.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do what works, don't do that doesn't work.
Yeah.
And take a stab at it.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Well,
that's my take.
Yeah. I should probably end this podcast soon. It's been 20 minutes. Wow, it's already 20 minutes? Jeez, it only felt like 10. But yeah, like, that's my little rant of PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Comment
it's like
below.
the third time you said that.
Yeah, I know. I meant to wrap it up like 10 minutes ago, but I kind of went on.
Jeez.
But officially, there's my rant on PlayStation's All-Stars Battle Royale.
Shut up!
Comment down below and let me get what you guys think about the game. You know, what your opinions are, what your feelings are, what your feelings are, and all that goodness.
Let your voice be heard.
Yes, and take a stab at it. If you want to be a game designer, observe people's mistakes, observe people who did good, observe people who also did bad, observe anything, everything, and anything.
Absorb!
Absorb everything. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. You can check out my other videos, like music videos and past projects on YouTube by simply clicking my name right there.
Pods.
Say what?
Wait. I'm getting myself confused.
To what?
I was trying to say Chillcast.
Oh, yeah.
But I said chill pods or something.
Nice. This is Chillcast, everybody.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Or listening, really. There's only a picture of KJ with the
deuces.
Yeah, like what Boss just said earlier, you know, going on with the whole thing. Because the thing about our minds, like he says, we find that people are less interested in the things that like involve doing the same thing over and over again. And this can be applied about everything, like the food that you eat, the things you do in school, the view out your window, and you know, this is probably far from what Boss just said right now, even though I'm repeating this for the second time. Like, let's say you're hungry, and I'm thinking about, hey, let me make some raviolis. I can put the raviolis in the pot in in any fancy way, or like maybe I don't want to use the pot, maybe I want to use the stove, or maybe I want to cook them in my microwave. Like,
Taste oven.
Yeah, like maybe I can do I can cook the raviolis in every single way possible: microwave, stove, pot, and all like everything. But then in the end, you're just gonna eat it. You're always gonna eat it.
And only one way.
Yeah, like there's nothing else to really do than just eat it. Just eat it.
No, you're limited to eating it with a fork, a spoon, and a knife.
Oh no!
Get it? 3.
Haha, yeah.
That was a bad joke. If that's considered one.
Well, let me go with one of Boss's suggestions, you know, like, it can be applied to the things that we do in school. Like, we all wake up maybe in different ways. Maybe we're not even on our bed. We're probably like under the bed, off of the bed, on the floor with a blanket on on our face, and we're waking up in various ways. We're taking a shower in various ways. We're brushing our teeth in various ways. Maybe people who don't brush their teeth, which is kind of disgusting, don't even brush their teeth. Or maybe someone, you know, puts deodorant on and like slaps lotion on their face, on their neck, everywhere, on their arms, shoulders, hips, thighs, legs, feet, and everywhere. And then, like, they walk outside. No chimes. Yeah, we walk outside, you know, having a jolly good day, and we can choose various ways to walk to school. Maybe through the bike, maybe the bus, maybe the car, maybe our own car, maybe skateboarding, or just running like supersonic to school. But then in the end, we're all just gonna go to school, and then we're gonna do the same thing in school, and then we go out. You know.
Pretty much learn, right?
Again, like as Boss said, this can be applied with everything. Like, we have less interest in the things that we do over and over again.
Yeah,
Like, I even found myself when I was playing Skullgirls, when I didn't know what else to do other than the one combo that I learned. Like, what else do I do with it? Like, I wasn't sure how to mix up, really, with Misfortune or, like, cross up until I kind of realized some things that I could do. But before I learned that, I was like, this feels kind of dull. I'm doing the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with Skullgirls. I'm just saying that I was too lazy to really learn about it at the time. But I learned how to mix up, cross up, and it felt fun. But yeah, like that's kind of my whole thing about, or at least Boss's view, or at least what Boss just said, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.